here, and most importantly, our remarkable graduate class of 2025. Good morning. So, it is an immense honor to stand before you basically as we celebrate our milestone in significance, not only for each one of you, but for AfriCDSA, for industry, and for Africa's digital transformation. Today, your very presence here proves that determination and purpose can bend any schedule and overcome any obstacle. Allow me to extend heartfelt appreciation to the pillars who made this moment possible. I want to start from our partners, that's the industry leaders, our accreditation bodies, NITA, IABA, SDC, sponsors, that's Pioneer Insurance, who are with us here, our tech innovators who believe in our mission of building a skills-based economy for Africa, our mentors, trainers and faculty, professionals who took complex algorithms, artificial intelligence, and made them practically accessible and transformational. And the most important again here is our family and friends. These are the silent heroes who provided unwavering encouragement to our graduates, and they are the ones who kept our learners going. So today, basically, we are not conferring professional certificates, but we are handing over keys to a future where data-led stories that shape policy, analytics, guides everyday business decisions, artificial intelligence augments human capability, and business analytics unlocks competitive advantage. This ceremony marks more than professional achievement. It marks your entry into an economy that is shifting rapidly from valuing what people have to valuing what people can do. Across the continent, this shift is evident. Recent industry findings show that 99% of African enterprises now consider artificial intelligence skills essential for future business success. Cybersecurity demands are soaring, with 86% of firms identifying it as a critical skill gap. And it is projected that by 2030, Africa could generate over 230 million new digital jobs, with up to 55% of Kenya's workforce requiring digital competence to remain relevant. These statistics are not abstract. They describe a world waiting for you, a world in which your newly acquired skills are not just relevant, but urgently needed. And so, to you, our graduating class, here is my message. The tools that you have mastered will evolve. Okay? New frameworks will emerge, but the mindset you have built, curiosity, discipline, continuous learning, will remain your greatest advantage in an ever-shifting digital landscape. Whether you join a multinational corporation, a fast-moving startup, a government institution, or launch your own venture, your skills will shape organizations that are data-driven, AI-enabled, and analytical intelligent. You will food security, financial inclusion, public health, manufacturing, governance, climate resilience, and more. With great data comes great responsibility. realism, transparency, fairness. This must guide every model you build and every insight you drive. Technology is powerful, but values are what makes it transformative. Allow me to recall a quote from Rhoda Scarf. She said that the future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative ways. You have done precisely that as our graduates today. You have combined data science, analytics, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and cybersecurity, business analysis, professional resilience in a formidable skill set. And basically, this is what a skills-based economy demands today. Today, I want you to remember this, that the night classes, the sacrifices, the missed events, the perseverance, all of it has strengthened you for a future filled with responsibility. Class of 2025, you are architects of Africa's emerging data-driven future. Go forward, apply what you have learned, innovate boldly, and let the continent feel your impact. Congratulations to each one of you. The future is yours. Write it boldly, write it responsibly, and write it brilliantly. Thank you all, the graduates, for this training. I want now to take this opportunity to invite our chief guest. Our main chief guest, who was Hillary Itela, got a medical emergency. And now I want to invite Daniel Musyoka, who is going to give a keynote address. Then from there, our MC will direct us on the way forward. Welcome, Daniel. So as Daniel is coming, in the program, Daniel is a senior manager, data analytics and artificial intelligence strategy at Old Mutual, Kenya. Welcome, Daniel. Asante sana.
Thanks a lot for that warm welcome. Pole sana for the chief guest, the emergency that they brought. So for the distinguished guests, graduates for today, the attendees, the AFRI SDSA, it's a very complex name, fraternity, and anyone who is watching online, good morning. Congratulations first to the graduates. I saw it's hard work that you put into learning these certificates. I've actually looked at some of the certificates here, and I was telling recently that I need to enroll to some of them so that I get out of my comfort zone. So I just start with a little bit of introduction, and then I can get into today's main topic. So my name is Daniel Musyoka. I think there was a little bit of a mistake in the which is fine. I was telling Calvin's here, David was very short. And I'm not short, but on a lighter note. So I head data and analytics for the East Africa Group. And it's a role that I deal with data data analysts, working in partnership with Data Protection Office, a cybersecurity team to secure data, the IT developers to architect data, a team of data engineers to ensure that data is in a proper data platform. So it's a quite big portfolio that involves dealing with bright minds like the graduates of today. A little bit of how I came to meet my friends here. It's a funny story because today we met physically. We haven't met physically for the last, I think, 4 years. And we met online sometime around COVID. And that was through Musendi, who reached out on LinkedIn, and we started some conversations there. And he introduced me to this institution, and I've been following very closely for the great work that you're doing. It's quite interesting to see the growth in the last very few years, and very excited and honored to speak to today. From that, I wanted us today to just talk about a very important topic which is in the minds of everyone, something that has changed the way we work, our day-to-day lives, the same way internet changed the way we operate in our jobs, in our day-to-day activities. And this is as students, and then you will see how this connects with the experience that is out there in the industry. I have a wide experience in my background is in computer science. I've worked in telco industry. I've worked currently I'm in insurance. I've taken roles in data, both technical and managing teams in data. So I have a quite huge bit of experience in that field. Worked as an application architect in business intelligence, as a business analyst. Before data science came into the picture, I was an application architect building data platforms. Then I remember my colleagues, I told them that we have to fix it till we make it. When data science, machine learning came into the picture, we had no idea what that was. And we tried to play catch up. We did not have this kind of opportunity that you have, where you have an institution that specifically deals with training these skills, but we are able to navigate through that. In the telco industry, started my role as a senior data scientist in the Africa regions for Old Mutual. And just a little bit of Old Mutual, it's a Pan-African company, which runs in 3 regions: East Africa, Southern Africa, and Western Africa. And it deals with financial services. For those who don't know, for Old Bank is also a subsidiary for Old Mutual, but there's also other departments such as general insurance, medical insurance, investment. So that's the experience that I'm going to share with you today. And the topic is navigating AI revolution and the future of work and the power of responsible technology. And I like starting this conversation by just giving a story of how AI is seen as a big bang. And it's a big bang because of how it compares with the Industrial Revolution. Industrial Revolution is like the way we have revolutionized building our cars and our automotives. The changes are not as drastic as the changes that we see. There's a new model that is developed. There's a new development, there's a lot of competition with the big tech trying to come up with a new thing. But looking back at where we started, the 1950s, that's when AI came into the light. But what AI was doing was, building fun stuff. Some robots that, are playing now again, popping up with conversations about, AI. They built the deep blue Kasparov chess competition again. There was a lot of other improvements up to the 2000s, when now internet started coming into play. Internet, a lot of online interactions, a lot of data that got to be generated. Fast forward to 2011, For those who are around in the data space, that's when big data started as analytics started to be a very sensitive topic in how businesses. Now data science started getting into machine learning. Machine learning, people realized that you can actually teach your machines using historical data, and you can use that to predict the future. You can look at the features of your customers, their historical behaviors, and decide what you're going to sell them. You can look at the next best action for your customers using predictive analytics. And that's the time when I've just said I created a group that I called it Fake It Till You Make It. Because we had to get into learning what machine learning was. And the challenge was you could not have any machine learning model before without enough data. And that was a huge challenge. You want to learn algorithms, but the only thing you can do is go to cargo.com, download some data sets there, and start practicing. Myself in the industry, I think I was in a role where no one was actually speaking about data science or machine learning. The opportunities were there, but the skills were very limited. And fast forward to around 2016, everything now started becoming very clear that data has to be the center of every decision that companies are making. And we started seeing companies, pop up with departments in data, roles like chief data office and head of analytics and data science team, and started forming in most of the big companies. And then around 2023, which is around the COVID-19, I think people realized, the research teams realized that there's a way you can scrap all data on the World Wide Web, all the archives, all the conversations in our social media, the images, the Google search indexed results and everything. And with that, you can build this big brain, which can reason like a human being. And on top of it, build some algorithms that actually they can generate new data or new information based on the existing information. And for me, that's the path of generative AI between 2020 to date. And for the common thank you. And this is where people say the rubber met the road. Meaning that users who are not technical users, they were actually able to know what AI was. There was predictive AI. And with predictive AI, the technical teams, the bright minds like yourselves, you could resonate with what data science and AI was. But when generative AI came into the light, then of artificial intelligence. And we started seeing people use AI in their day-to-day activities. ChatGPT came into the light. Remember, it was introduced by one of my colleagues, telling me that there's actually a tool that you can put your broken English there and you can look like a smart guy. And I fell in love with that tool since that day. And today we can see everyone is trying to pass every content in ChatGPT to get some smart kind of an English to communicate. When you're generating your reports, even the presentation that I built today, I had to use the help of the tool. Copilot, Microsoft, Gemini, anti-gravity, that's a very new tool that came into the light. Cursor, we see developers now leveraging on vibe coding, where you can build solutions based on just giving verbal instructions into a tool and get a software going. You can prototype very quickly. So that's a journey that we've taken, and I'm happy for you because this is a journey that you've taken while you were studying these skills, and you're very much connected into understanding what is really happening in that space. So this is a data-driven economy. Data is the new oil, and you are the engineers. So you don't just extract the resource. You actually refine it, transform it into value, build the models that run on it. The skills that you've learned, you've just equipped yourself to, be the refinery for data, which is the new oil. But it's good to look at the future, which means that AI is not going to replace people, but those people who know how to use it, they're going to replace people who don't. And this is a very common word that I use. One of my roles is to drive data culture in the organization. And the most complex thing in every organization is change. Change management. Change is uncomfortable. And without change, again, you won't catch up, because there are people using these tools out there, and if you don't use them, then you're out of the competitive zone. And every time I tell people, just learn a few things about AI tools. I drive sending out communications to ensure, at the very least, everyone in the company is using an AI tool. Of course, it comes with the risks, but the risks are greater if they are not using, because they risk being replaced by people who know how to use the AI tools. So this is a wake-up call. The jobs are not being destroyed. They are being redefined, they are being redesigned. And this is to free up time for critical thinking, creativity, ethical judgment. The time that we were spending now to do the technical stuff, it's the time we use to think for new solutions, to strategize. Communication skills is a very big one at this age, where you're able to augment whatever is coming from AI or data science and communicate that properly to the leaders or to the business developers. I usually fill the gap between the technical teams who speak about technical things with the leaders and the business developers, ensuring that whatever we generate from the models that we build is able to be understood and put into action, or the actionable insights are really actionable and they can be converted into commercial value. So that's the future, and those are some of the skills that we really need to get prepared to tackle the AI world. In the industry, both financial services were been for the last several years, and health, logistics, and every company. There are major opportunities there, but I'll just speak about a few that have changed the world. If you look at banking and insurance, fraud, and also in telco industry, fraud is a very big thing. And one of the guests, I think, they speak about cybersecurity. It's the biggest nightmare when it comes to AI. The tools that we've built in the last 10, 20 years, they can be now broken into within seconds using AI. So I spent sleepless nights with my cybersecurity team trying to look at how we can quickly navigate this nightmare and secure our systems. Because these are the opportunities people use to execute fraud. And fraud in banking, in insurance, especially in the medical business, we all know that the kind of fraud, waste, abuse that exists in the medical industry. So AI has come to change the way we detect fraud, waste, abuse. You're able to detect some diagnosis that was given to an irrelevant, also a drug that was given to an irrelevant diagnosis, and reject that particular claim. If it seems wrong, you can arrest quickly any sort of fraud that is being done, and ensure that you don't lose out of that. In the risk and credit assessment as well, we've seen a lot of applications in that. Operational efficiency. AI has been used in automating mundane tasks, the day-to-day tasks. better, huh? Yeah, so I was just giving the use cases, all the business cases that we've seen in the industry. And financial services comes as the first one, where also it's the industry that has a lot of data. In telco, we have billions and billions of records from core data records. In the medical space or medical insurance, you have millions and millions of claims. So this is an opportunity where, AI fares very well to look at the patterns and use both predictive AI and combine that with generative AI to help in claims adjudication. In operational efficiency, one of the nightmares industries face is email and document trash. You receive a lot of emails from registrations, KYC details, emails that people are sending for complaints and compliments and the like. So another use case is where you're able to plug in the agentic AI and process and categorize this data and improve your workflows. I've talked about risk assessment and credit assessment, deciding who to give loans or profiling customers based on their risks. In the health industry, not now the claims bit, the way diagnostics is done, X-rays, CT scans, now doctors are using or leveraging on AI to quickly detect if there's an ailment. In drugs discovery and optimizing administrative activities. Not forgetting logistics and supply chain, a lot of AI is used there. But I want to speak about an experience of one of the use cases that I leverage on, actually piloting it. And this is in AI-driven insights. Traditionally, there has been a challenge when you build dashboards, and for those who have built dashboards for organizations, they know the challenge. Spend a lot of time, and then the utilization is very low. Very few people are going to use those dashboards. Reason being, people have to look at those dashboards, tune that, and generate insights for themselves. But now you're able to generate actionable insights. When someone looks at several dashboards, you can give them an extra AI-generated insights. We tell them what all that means. What is the next step? If you look at trends, then you have an AI insight that tells you that based on these trends, this is really what you want to do with your customers. This is the new or the next best action for your customers. And this has been applied in predictive customer analytics mostly. You're able to segment your customers based on their features. We had a big challenge. I talked about big data. Machine learning works very well with big data, but most of the organizations don't have big data. For you to do regression analysis, you really need huge data sets for that. And you may not get that easily. But with generative AI, the few features that you have, even 10 records, you're able to know that this customer who is in this region, in this age bracket, with this product, trend of payment, their next tariff, you can quickly predict that they're likely going to churn or not pay for their, or not renew or purchase whatever subscription you've given them. So AI has come to solve a problem that we had, where our models could not perform properly with limited data set. Things like segmenting customers, it has been very tough, where people use their gut to say these are customers who are likely to have these kind of features. But now AI has brought that closer to our teams. So with this, we also need to look at the skills that are in demand. On top of the certifications that you've done, we have some specific skills that we need to talk about. And I start with the first one, which is the most important one, adaptability and continuous learning. So this shouldn't be the last certificate. It should be the first one out of 20 or out of 30. I think at the point we are competing with Musebi on who will do most of the certificates, but now I think I'm getting old. I'm not able to do even one in a month, but it's a challenge. Now that I'm here, I challenge myself to get back on course. But the point is, you have to commit to lifelong learning. Embrace new tools. We've seen the changes. We've seen the changes that are happening every day. New models, the competition with the tech companies, they produce new things every day. New courses, and I'm sure he's working against the clock to ensure that there's a curriculum that keeps up into all these new roles. So it's a commitment that we have to make, pivoting every day when new technologies come into the picture. The other one, of course, is prompt engineering. Communicating with AI to get the best possible output. That's a skill. And also for vibe coding. I like that one because it has made me to be a developer while I'm an amateur. But what I'm driving at is what we refer to as an AI conductor. So you're able to communicate with AI and get the best possible output out of it. So this is a skill that will help you in the industry to get what you're looking for. And then lastly, the big one is ethical judgment. Now that AI comes out with a lot of output, we need someone, a human in the loop, who is able to review what comes out of that and ensure that it's ethical. We've heard of hallucinations, and it's very simple. The way GPTs are trained, it's a brain that has been given all the possible data that is in the world. But it's not everything that has been put there. So if you ask them a question they don't know, they'll give you an answer. Of course, for a human, they're able to say, I don't know. But for ChatGPT and the like, they'll give you a possible outcome based on what they can think of. And that's basically what is referred to as hallucination. And hallucination is bad news when you're in production, where you put an AI to make decisions on your behalf. It can really lead to very bad decisions. It can really pay out, payouts that were not supposed to be paid. So the skill that we want is people who are able to review the output that is coming from AI, ensure that there's no bias, and judge that ethically. And these are the people we call ethical AI stewards. You know how to use the tools, but most importantly, ensure that you review every output that is coming out of it. So lastly, we need to lead with critical thinking. Every time question what comes out of the data. Every time capture what is in the model, the outcomes, review it, and like I said, apply ethical judgment. Work with AI, not against it. We also have people who, will say, I never use AI. Even today, we have those are the people we say, AI will replace them, or people who know how to use AI will replace them. So it's the aspect of working with AI, not against it. And what this means is you have your day-to-day tasks, your mundane tasks. You outsource that to AI. It's your left to strategize and do creative engagement and leadership and communication skills, making sure that you can explain the output of AI to your leaders, to the decision makers, to your business development teams, to your every other person who will benefit out of that. Because AI is expensive, it comes with a lot of investment. And me being part of drawing AI strategy for a huge corporation, I can see the input that is required, both in terms of time, in terms of risk, you have to invest a lot in risk policies, and also in money, investment, which people are looking to have some benefit or return on investment out of it. So this is an area that it's to look out to. I'll say continuous learning. That's a commitment that you have to commit to, because it's a fast ever changing technology, and you just grow through that. So it's to improve, develop, train, get through motivation every day, a lot of coaching, a lot of inspiration, and a lot of mentorship. And before I close, I think I'm always open for conversations every other time. I do a lot of mentorship during my free time. Anyone is open to reach out on my LinkedIn, get a topic that we can discuss. I'm open to getting into talks with my friend here anytime, to speak to the graduates, to have conversations with the bigger fraternity, because I'm passionate about data, AI, and data science. There's a lot of experience that I have gone through, and I think it's worth sharing back to the community. With that, thank you very much. Very much congratulations for your graduation today. I hope we meet in now the actual work out there. Asante sana. Back to the MC.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hayo makofi hayatoshi jameni. Mulishapiga makofi sikusikia. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Daniel, for that wonderful speech. Personally, I've learned a lot. Ikiwa hujajifunza kitu, oh my goodness. At least umesikia hata AI mahali, machine learning, top of everything, data science, metajwa mahali, mimi nimesikia all mutual mahali. What else did you hear, Perpetual? Anyway. Thank you so much for that. In the interest of time, I'll still go ahead and invite our other speaker. The speaker goes by the name Ruth Barasa Sukuku. Briefly, she holds a Master of Science. She is a senior cyber security engineer at Safaricom PLC. In the meantime, you could be clapping your hands as she joins us. Karibu sana Ruth. Makofi mpaka makofi. Keep on clapping until I have this next time.
Hello. Just say hi to me if you can see me, so that the grandchild does not feel nervous. You look so amazing from this side. Yeah, so all distinguished guests, the faculty members present, parents, and the brilliant professional graduates graduating today, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, my name is Ruth Oskuku, as he has mentioned. Many people call me Daktari. Not that I hold a doctorate degree, but because of my thorough work that I do in the cybersecurity space and generally in the IT ecosystem. But I'm also a doctorate student, pursuing my doctorate in computer science, majoring my thesis in AI, zero trust security, majoring in cybersecurity. So I'm doing it at the University of Nairobi, particularly in the research center in Germany. So today I'm so humbled and just honored to stand before you. Thank you. So today I'm so humbled to stand before you What comes to my mind when I'm standing here, I was in a boardroom this year in October in Arlington, Virginia, in Washington, D.C. And what was being discussed in this particular house, we were in an Amazon office in Virginia, discussing about how skills can shape an economy. And then when I was given to talk about breaking tech barriers towards a sustainable skill-based economy, what comes to my mind is what does a skill-based economy look like? And then I matched it into this particular, graduation ceremony today, and I can correlate that we are in an era whereby skills define who you are. Not what you have, but who you are. For the millennials, I know we have different groups here, but I will speak for the millennials because I'm one. Before we do anything, we will always discuss what are you bringing to the table, because you might come and sell my table, even break it. And so it's also the same thing when we're discussing about a sustainable skill-based economy. Basically, when we are breaking tech barriers, we are in an economy whereby whatever you bring to the table matters a lot. The table in this case, we're not talking about those onions and apples. We are talking about the table being the industry, and the food you're bringing to the table being the skills that you're graduating with today. I hope it clocks. Sawa. So besides what I do at Safaricom as a cybersecurity engineer, I do penetration testing, ethical hacking, basically secure by design, DevSecOps, security into the development life cycles, architecting, assuring architectures before, so basically cybersecurity assurance from any vulnerabilities and bugs and is secure. So I am one of those most hated people, of course, because they tend to take that we delay the productions and so on. But besides that, I also do a lot of mentorship programs. I've mentored over 3,000 young ladies from marginalized communities and sub-regions in Kenya, so I'm part of the WIT umbrella in the Kenyan context and even in African global continent. And so today, as we are unpacking about these breaking tech barriers, I will be giving most of my life examples basically, so that this thing clocks very well. As one of the girls who emerged from one of the underserved regions and has broken cross-continental approaches and actually seen how we can leverage more when it comes to a technological aspect. I've had the opportunity to be in Europe, France and Germany specifically, in the United States, and also in Middle East Asia, that is in Jordan and Dubai. And one thing I can pick out even together with our African countries such as South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya, amongst many more, every boardroom I've had an opportunity to sit, what is being unpacked here is that what are you bringing to the table? And I will always be referring to this as we progress. This table means the industries that we are going to, the industries that we work with. You need to be contributing to that table and not breaking the table, rather. So, as I mentioned, that even the previous speakers actually mentioned about this, about us being in a world where you are no longer being asked about what you studied. I know we are graduating here with several, professional documents, data science, cybersecurity, DevOps, etc. But you are not going to be asked what did you study, but rather what are you bringing to the table. So that has to be into context. And so when we're mentioning about the global tech barriers, breaking tech barriers towards a sustainable skill-based economy, what are some of these tech barriers and what does a skill-based economy look like? So these are some of the things that we'll be unpacking. I know you have expected to hear more about cybersecurity, but we will be just hitting the insights as we progress on this. So just as one of the prayers Daniel had actually mentioned, I actually had this one as my opening, a note. But today is not the end of your learning, it's just the beginning of your next transformation. When I was doing my bachelor's degree and then immediately I completed, I enrolled for a diploma in software engineering. I don't know why I was going vice versa. And then after I completed my diploma in software engineering, I realized I need to enroll for my master's. And then I went to France. Immediately after completed my master's, I enrolled for my doctorate. And besides that, I have to complement this with most of these professional certifications certifications that we will be mentioning all along the way. Why do you have to couple yourself with all this? Because learning never ends. You will realize that we're just getting a gist of what is happening in the tech ecosystem. But as we progress, just as it mentioned, that we need to put even more of these things like AI as one of our best friends, not fearing it as a competitor, but just using it as a complementing what you're already doing. As I've already mentioned, across most of the continents have managed at least to be, including Africa, Asia, and the United States, organizations are shifting from qualification-based hiring to a skill-based hiring. When you stand before people, when you are even interviewed for any role, I think the way you present yourself will really matter. Now the backup questions will come like, which professional certification do you hold? What's your highest level of education? They will be just as a follow-up of what you've already mentioned. I am just using myself as an example, as I had mentioned to you, I'll be using myself as an example as we're progressing, because most of the interviews have managed to be in an avenue where I'm being interviewed, where it's for promotion call at Safaricom, where I work for, or even outside. I have never been asked, what did you study? Which certifications do you have? They will just, the way I will present myself and answer those technical questions, you will just hit me clock. This is someone who knows what they are doing. This is someone who has to improve on 1, 2, 3. So we want you to graduate today with all these professional acumen that you've acquired, but the main thing is the skill-based economy. We will be looking at what are you bringing to the table. And the table here is the industries we are in. And so a skill-based economy, basically, before even we unpack more on these tech barriers and a skill-based economy, just clock in your mind that the global organizations are hiring based on what you are bringing to the table. I will always be referring to that particular table. So in this new world, a certification can elevate you faster. These professional things we are doing can elevate you faster, but only on a condition that there are some skills you acquired in that professional training. A portfolio speaks louder than a CV nowadays. When I'm talking about a portfolio, it's how you are packaging yourself, be it your GitHub accounts, be it your LinkedIn profiles, what you are doing outside work, how you are just packaged yourself to transform, if not a community, a society, if not a society, a country, if not a country, the nation at large. So that will package you mostly. And this will come as a result of what you've already been trained. So skills in cloud, cybersecurity, AI, data science, DevOps, product designs are becoming the new oil, as Daniel has even mentioned. And employers care about your ability to deliver value, not your academic background alone. I cannot walk into any room, no matter how prestigious my profile may look like, and say it's because of my profession can't take me anywhere if I am not skilled. So basically, in an African continent perspective, as I was just doing some research, I came to realize about cutting-edge technologies really have some barriers, when it comes to this when talking about cutting-edge technologies, let me not sound too much technical. We're just talking about these upcoming things like cybersecurity, the AI as mentioned, robotics, all those things unpackaged, just to from a high level or from a granular perspective. And one profound thing that stood out to me is that we still need a skilled personnel to fill into most of these gaps. Anytime you're standing in as a cybersecurity engineer, for example, you need to have background in software engineering, the data science he has mentioned about application security. Like, you need to have a granular knowledge from a very high level perspective. So that means for you to sign out today as you're graduating, if you are coming out from a data science perspective, that means there are very many things you are incorporating into this data. The security bit of it, the biasness bit of it, just look at a distributed system from a high-level perspective, whereby we need to look at efficiency, scalability, availability, and all these other things. So the world is still in dire need of this, majorly picturing in our African continent. So today I'm not going to speak to Kenya as a country, but we're mirroring it as a continent, because after all, in Kenya, we are the Silicon Valley of Africa. So as I mentioned to you, in that opportunity where I had to be in that particular office, one of the things we were discussing, and the question was thrown to me, now I'm one representing Africa, what are you building or what are you doing towards just making sure that people are in a skill-based economy, you know? And then what came to my mind, probably the trainings that I do, just mentorship programs, but that is not still enough. We still need people to push beyond their barriers and just stand out in this skill-based economy, whereby we are looking at the skills, what you are bringing to the table, not people who are selling the table or even coming to bring. So some of these tech barriers that we face, and actually, okay, in a generic point of view, some of the things, what are some of these tech barriers that we face in our African continent? One thing that stood out to me is limited access to emerging technologies. Having been in a research center in Europe, I realized they have access to very many research centers. So that if you want to learn about AI, you just go to this research center and then you're not hearing, you're doing things practically. When you're talking about cybersecurity, I managed to create a private 5G network, added IoT devices, started simulating attacks to break these devices which can replicate a real-life scenario. So I realized what we do not have probably in our context is access to these maybe research centers. But we can pioneer it from here with the skills that we have acquired. We can make use of available open source tools, try to do simulations, at least make a bold step of moving somewhere, then begin from there. For them, probably they will have advanced research centers where you're able to do lots of research. But that's where this, I also struggle in mentioning the name, the DSA comes in, That's where the DSA comes in, You might not be able to be in a research center, but this is already a hub. This is an AI hub, this is a data science hub, this is a cybersecurity hub. I've just gone through the institution, and recently there are very many couples of courses that have been rolled out. So you don't need probably to be in a research center. So for us, this is now our research center that we are using to shape the economy. Thank you. But I hope I'm still very audible because I shout so. Yeah. So basically, in our Kenyan context, we may not need a lot of research centers. Because for us, actually, I've also realized, being in both industry and academia, I've come to realize in our Kenyan curriculum, it's kind of, we are spoon feeding. I'm not saying that we said spoon feeds, but for us, it's like we are spoon feeding. So you might realize the way, even without most of these research centers, we are still somewhere, because the trainers, the lecturers, the facilitators in all faculties, they'll be able to deliberate knowledge in a more advanced way. Because outside there, you just meet your supervisor, tells you, I want you to deploy a 5G private network. That was my first master supervisor telling me that way. If I had not been working with Safaricom with a background in telco, maybe I would be in a dilemma. What do I need to do? So we have to make use of the resources that we have, whatever we've been given here, collaborate now with industry labs, open source tools. Just try to Google anything that you want to do that will require a proprietary source. Try to Google, is there an open source of this? Try to make use of them. Another thing besides limited access to emerging technologies, another skill barrier that I've seen, or a tech barrier we face in Africa, is skills misalignment, or even a disconnect between the industries and academia. But now centers like this, we are already partnering with industries, and I've gone through the courses. The labs are so practical, so I'm sure you have gotten the best from here. Because majorly, previously, you could just do a bachelor's degree in computer science, but you're graduating with the mathematical aspect of it, the algorithmic aspect of it, but in a theoretical way, without the real technical background in coding, programming. But now, when we are in research setups, I'm sure you've been equipped with most of these technical skills that the world needs, that the table needs, actually. Another thing, besides unlimited access, skills misalignment, is also digital inequality. There is a lot of digital inequalities in our Kenyan context. I come from one of the underserved regions in Kenya, I will not mention which one, where I had to access a laptop when I was in my first year, second semester in the university. And so you are competing with people who have been practicing coding at Nowadays, I teach kids, the kids I teach programming from even age 3. So you see there's already an inequality barrier. But what does, I will comment on it when we are talking about this skill-based economy. Another thing is just the fear of technology and AI. People are just worried about AI taking their roles. Daniel has mentioned about it. AI is not taking our roles. But I think I also put a quote that he has exactly mentioned the same way, that AI will not replace people, but people who understand AI will replace people who do not. So instead of worrying about AI, you work out on your skills and then replace those who do not have. Another thing is limited representation and inclusion. I think I've already mentioned about that. I've mentored over 3,000 women in this country and even across the continent. I have mentees from Zimbabwe, Madagascar, and even France. And one thing that has stood out to me is that there are kids who are a bit underprivileged. You're willing to teach them programming, but you go to this particular school, there is no internet or even access to electricity, so it becomes a bit problematic even unpacking. So earlier this year, I had an opportunity to be at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, and one thing that was being discussed there is how to bring AI to schools in Kenya. But I was like, AI in schools, or we work out on the infrastructure and the technology first, because you are telling a student from, whatever remote place that you are bringing AI, but in real, they don't even have the basic access needs that they do need. So you wonder, which one do we solve? The basic needs first or AI? Then it goes in reality for sure. There are students who will need the basic needs first, but at the expense of a student in Nairobi suffering because maybe they have access to this technology. So you get that inclusion brings about a bit of confusion there. But now, these are just the tech barriers that we are facing as a country. We still have an opportunity in leveraging this when we focus on how a skill-based economy looks like, or how a sustainable skill-based economy looks like. So we just had a short definition here that a skill-based economy is one where opportunities are located based on what you can do, your competence, your portfolio, your demonstrated abilities, not just your credentials or connections. So in a skill-based economy, you are valued by your output and not your background. The output, that thing I've mentioned that you're bringing to the table. Your innovation is driven by capability. Learning never stops. I think that kind of unpack. In a skill-based economy, learning never stops. So you have to continuously continue learning from this one and roll to another thing. From data science to cybersecurity, from cybersecurity to DevSecOps, from DevSecOps to hunting, learning will always continue. If we have to look at how a skill-based economy has to look like. And then the youth become digital creators, not just users of technology. You have to be in a technology space. We are mostly privileged, but I see most of the time maybe that we're using technologies just memes and just doing lots of noise, but we can actually put that into a skill-based economy context and see what can we gather these comments that we are getting on Instagram, Twitter, what data set can we get from it and help us build maybe something like a sentiment analysis tool, trying to see opportunities in every forum. As I mentioned, that employers recognize certifications, micro-credentials, and practical experience, yes, but you have to be skilled. And so basically, one thing that has stood out for me along the way of life is that sometimes there are things that just happen along the way of life that you may not have defined over. So you can get yourself skilled in one thing, data science, or you're a data scientist, but along the way of life, you'll realize that that's the broad, or that is the main skill you've gained. So Daniel as well mentioned about this, and I will just want to echo in it. Master something. Have a skill. Be skilled in something, data science, cybersecurity, DevSecOps. Be skilled in an area, but also have a broader knowledge in other aspects as well. Because you can't train as a data scientist today and then you get tomorrow you're working as a cybersecurity engineer. Not that you're out of place. You'll be using that knowledge that you acquired to train the models. When you're training the model to do what it's supposed to do, now as a security expert also coming in here and trying to look at the security aspects. Training the model, when he's mentioning about, prompt engineering, you can prompt engineer the model to treat many things besides, the intended purpose. So as now a data scientist who advanced now to a cybersecurity expert, you're also coming in with that training knowledge to train the model to be a bit rude in revealing in most of this sensitive information. When you're coming about, you will just need to be all round by the end of the day. This is what I've trained on, and this is my area specialization. But I need to have knowledge in other aspects from a broader perspective as well. So basically, as a continent, I have mentioned that in this skill-based economy, breaking tech barriers in a skill-based economy, most of these tech barriers I've mentioned, and this skill-based economy, how does it look like? So Africa can actually be at the forefront when we investigate more and invest on technical skills. Technical skills, cloud security, DevOps, AI, cybersecurity, data analytics, IoT, fintech engineering, and automation. So just be at the forefront. When your name is mentioned in a room, your work can defend you. Normally in the corporate, that's what we normally say. When your work is mentioned in a room that you are not there, can you stand out? Or, they will be like, oh, it's not good in this and this. Just like for me, I will always do my work and let my work speak for itself. I don't need to be in a place to defend myself. So that's why you have been trained today here, such that when you are outside there and you've presented your portfolios, your credentials, and anything is being discussed about you, your work, your technical skill set has to speak for you. That's what we need in this skill-based economy. And then, most of these terms we just mentioned here will be a bit generic, but I know you've unpacked most of them in detail. When we're talking about cybersecurity, it might be generic, but we still have different aspects there. Network security, SOC, threat hunting, threat intelligence, threat teaming, pen testing, most of those aspects. Just specifically, you can have a narrow knowledge on a broader perspective thing, but you go detailed into one thing. If it's data science as well, it should not be generic. Go master that thing that you've already acquired here and then put it into use. And then it's not about soft skills only. We also have, the technical skills only. We also have the soft skills. Remember when I was joining university, the first course I interacted, I'm sure most of you have, is communication skills. So I was wondering, where is communication skills related to computer science? I even had to ask the lecturer about that question. And it's like, he didn't answer me directly, it's just like, you'll understand it later, but you put your effort into it. So for me, it really didn't make sense. But later on, I came to realize the soft skills, the adaptability is mentioned about, how you even work with people matter a lot. So you have already been trained, so the technical aspect has already been covered. But now on the other side, how do you relate with people, basically, you from a holistic approach, how you package yourself. And the other side of it is leadership. I've been in many boardrooms, and one thing that has stood out to me when it comes to leadership, I know we've been nurtured here. We are leading people outside there, and if not leading, you will be leading people. We have this aspect of micromanagement. People will tend away not to speak about it. Just give people the objectives and the deliverables that they need to work on, and they deliver. We have people who have issues managing people like Gen Zs, most of us are professionals, and you're wondering, okay, how do I go about this? And I'm noting many things that we normally focus when it comes to leadership. You really want, if there are 12 attributes you are checking, in your team, and the one person has just one, can you just mentor this person to become the best they can just in this one attribute they have? Don't expect to meet, angels in people. If there are 12 attributes you are using to nurture a team, even looking at from people, and you just spot that Ruth has just one, maybe she has excellence in, she's studious, she loves reading and, learning, just support her to continue learning. Mold the best you can from these people. Stop looking at their negatives. You'll never get an angel, who is not having weaknesses. And so one of the things that also stood out when I was attending a workshop in Virginia, as I mentioned, is on the leadership aspect. A skill-based economy, we will need technical skills, but we will need also all-rounded packaged people. When you're looking at their, portfolios and their particular way of doing things, if a Gen Z comes to the office at 9 and leaves at 4, Just ignore the 1 hour that's lost and the 1 hour that's lost in the evening. Focus on these 7 hours that this person is going to be in the office and support them to be very productive. I'm sure it will look comical in a way, but you'll realize that you need to nurture people in all aspects as well. So graduate with technical skills, with soft skills, this from a holistic approach, so that you end up to be a well-rounded person. And also in entrepreneurship, if well doesn't go, maybe you can still venture into entrepreneurship. All these skills that are being trained here, you can apply it anywhere, within agriculture, healthcare, education, security, payments, climate resilience. You can always come up with a model to address a burning problem. You can come with a model to help fraudulent-related activities in Kenya. You can always come up with something, an entrepreneurial mindset to fix things. So that's how a skill-based economy should look like. People who are technical, they have soft skills and well-rounded, and they also have the entrepreneurial aspect of it. Because either way, even if you are in a company and you are maybe doing RFPs for sourcing of proprietary resources, you always look at what is going to achieve a lot while also minimizing the cost. So basically, you will have to be all-round. So as professionals graduating today, I am just challenging you that maybe you will have to adapt a lifelong learning. I know I've mentioned that, and even Daniel has already mentioned that learning does not stop with what you're graduating with today, but it's a continuous process. And also build a personal portfolio that one I've mentioned about, collaborate with across cultural technologies, embrace AI tools in your work, make AI to be your friend and not a blocker or a competitor. Be part of the tech ecosystem. Don't be an island where you have to work alone. I was supposed to be, if I had not come here, my colleagues are having a party in Karen, the end of the year party. But you see, I am part of the ecosystem, so I have to be here. Just be part of an ecosystem, whether there is ISACA for the GRC team, whether it's OSCP for the trend hunting, whether it's just a mentor. Make sure that the skill you are going out from today here is actually also transforming a life, impacting a life, even if it's you just creating your own hub, where you're just going to start training people about data science, about cybersecurity, about cloud security, about DevOps, about DevSecOps, just be part of an ecosystem that's also engineering the transformation of another person. Many of the opportunities that I've gotten from Safaricom even to an international recognition will even come through an ecosystem. Maybe women in tech ecosystem, PhD students going to do a research. Being part of an ecosystem basically is what I'm driving out. It will also help us to shape this sustainable, skill-based economy. So as I'm actually winding up, I'll just mention this directly to the graduates. Do not chase titles, but chase skills. Titles follow skills. So if you are skilled, the daktari will come in. People started calling me daktari before I even enrolled for my PhD, so it motivated me so that name doesn't go in vain. But it's because of the skills, not because of the degree itself. Go deep in one skill, but maintain breadth in complementary areas. Your network is your currency, so invest in building relationships. They matter a lot. Document your journey. Someone needs your story. I've documented my journey, and I'm publishing a book soon, so that when people read it through, they will see a girl who broke technological barriers from a marginalized community in this country to a global international expert. Be comfortable with discomfort, so growth lives there. I've had opportunities where I have to be in a winter at negative 15 degrees, just trying to figure out my life and gaining max skills that will return come and transform our home country. In tech, nobody knows everything. Everybody knows something. So share, learn, and build. Be willing to share knowledge. Be willing also to learn. We learn and relearn. And then in leadership, as I mentioned, focus on the positives. Be an optimistic person. Don't look at what is not done, but focus on what good Ruth can deliver. So leadership is not about a position or a title. It's the impact you're going to cause in the industries that we are working with. So basically, Africa needs leaders who are mentors, innovators, who build ethically, who think boldly, and who design solutions for real problems. So you are those leaders now. As I mentioned, when I traveled to Europe, Asia, and the US, one question always came up my mind: what is Africa building? When we're talking about this skill-based economy, what actually am I building? So as you graduate today, the world will ask you the same. Not what certificate you have, but what can you build? What value can you create from the knowledge that you've acquired here? What problems can you solve? So basically, as you step into your next chapter, if access is a barrier, then I'm challenging you to create a community. Create a community where you feel you can empower, you're valued. If knowledge is a barrier, then just learn aggressively. There's no shortcut, just continue learning. If opportunity is a barrier, then you have to build your own opportunity, the entrepreneurship aspect I mentioned. And if representation is a barrier, then step into a room in any way, just that confidence. So Africa's digital transformation will not be imported, but it will be built by professionals like you, bold, skilled, curious, and even resilient. So you are not the future, but you are the now. In these cutting-edge technologies, just embrace that one thing that you learned, expound on it, and be the next tomorrow that we are looking for. Because if you do not start practicing them now, then this tomorrow we keep on envisioning will never even come. And so I come towards the end. I will just mention that I also run mentorship programs about coding, majorly targeting university students, high school students, but I can link you to someone who also manages the kids for tech, in case you want to expose your kids in programming as well. And learning never stops. Just embrace them, into this tech thing as early as possible, such that when they are grown up, they will already have even a mindset of people who are really interested into the STEM thing. So all being summed up, a sustainable skill-based economy is created by people who are resilient and willing to learn, continuous learning. If you are done cybersecurity here, make sure before you go and run for data science as well. If you've done data science, DevOps, cloud security, learning is a continuous program that never comes to an end, so you have to keep yourself updated. And that's one of the challenges that I've mentioned. Being in industry and academia, what I have realized that there's a disconnect a bit. But now that's why the HSE is coming in to help us bridge this disconnect, such that we are producing people who are job market ready from the classroom to the boardroom. And whatever skills you have acquired are complemented by your professional, whatever you're already doing, your professional ethos, they need also to build a sustainable skill-based economy. So thank you so much for your audience, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you so much, Ruth, for that wonderful presentation. I feel like the claps we've given her are not sufficient. Please, let's do our justice. Thank you so much, Ruth, for that wonderful presentation. When I exit this stage today, I'm asking myself, what am I bringing to the table? Mr. Daniel, what do you bring to the table? Thank you so much, Ruth, for that. We've personally learned a lot, and I believe the girl child has been really inspired. Now, before I invite the next speaker, I just want us to take this opportunity to give happy claps to our two speakers who just exited stage. And in this context, I want... when I was in high school, I used to be an expert in chemistry. We can use the electronic configuration of sodium. Calvin's electronic configuration of sodium. Anybody in the within have some gift for you? Electronic arrangement of sodium is 281. So just want to break that monotony before you invite the next speaker. So we are going to give the two speakers that have just exited the stage electronic configuration of sodium, that is 281. So we clap 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 for mine. Okay? Okay, let's begin. You extend that to me. Once again, you do. Thank you so much for that. Now, permit me to invite the next speaker who shall take us through 2 more sessions, that is on award of sashes, and of course, one of our students shall be invited for a valedictorian speech. Mr. Otieno, karibu sana. Welcome. Please, we can clap as he comes to the stage.
Thank you so much, Bon MC. Our guest today, our CEO, the faculty, parents, colleagues, our dear graduates, good morning. I'm Carlos Otieno. I'm the Chief Operations Officer for AfriDC. I double up as the training coordinator. So we want to do a very quick action. We are going to award you the sashes as we had communicated prior. The certificates, I know you've already received them. And those who have not yet received theirs, they're on the way. And this is going to be a very interactive process. I'm going to call upon our guests, together with the CEO, to come on stage. Then I'll be calling your names as you come and pick your session. So I also call upon the Secretariat to come so that we can begin the process. So, Mr. Daniel, Madam Ruth, Mr. Xavier, please welcome on stage. So as you come to pick your sessions, if your family members are here, they can join me for the photo sessions. Thank you. We can clap for them as they come. Catherine and the team, I can't see. Musemi can join us. So, coming today is very tired, but then she do us this way. Yeah, Catherine is the team. Okay, are we ready? Yeah, so as I said, I call your name, you come to the stage, we are going to award you a sash. And if your family members are here, this is a memorable day. We want to have permanent memories. I know many of us have not made it. The team that's here is just a fraction of the graduates we have. Others have been caught up in traffic, but we proceed. So I'll start with the first one, John Gadu. So you can clap as she comes. Oh. We can clap for her. Collins Gitau. Collins Gitau. Let's clap for the cups. Oh, he's not one. Collins Kabuna Kitao, I think I've seen this up there. Oh, he's been there. This doesn't tell you what it's. Let's encourage him as he comes. Okay, we continue to encourage him. You can move towards the center. So Collins came to us as an attaché who had come to get the experience to graduate. He got motivated and did the program. So Collins, thank you. You can sit down. You can sit up this side. Collins, you walk this way. Next is Arthur Alu. Let's clap for him. Eric Odiabo. Yeah, let's clap for him as he comes. So as you come, you shake the hands of the rest of the team on the podium. Then you'll be awarded by the chief guest. So let's continue encouraging him as he comes. DJ, you can also encourage us too. Anthony. Congratulations. Let's clap for Anthony. Next is Emil Juma. Congratulations, Uncle. Let's go for this. Congratulations. Mary Kamale. Mary. Yes. Mary was traveling away from Uganda to be with us here. Let's clap for her. Let's encourage her. Congratulations, Mary. Okay, she put it here and she's about police is here. Madam Bogo. Let's go for Madam. Congratulations, Rodriguez. Let's move on. Germany, the football. Stephen is here with an addition, a future data scientist. Let's clap for both of them. Congratulations, Daniel. Actually, Stephen was the second one to arrive here, so we are also congratulating you for being early. The first to arrive was Vitao. Next is Teresia Deori Tarango. Congratulations, Stephen, and the junior data scientist. Let's clap for Teresia. She was also very early. She was also early during classes. Congratulations. Ano Wanjiku Kipuku. Ano Wanjiku, are you here? Not yet? Congratulations, Teresia. Firdaus. Okay, Ano is here? Oh no, Firdaus. Firdaus Hassan. And he said, if you have the family members, you can join you. She's also coming to the future data scientist. So we went community of it. Let's continue for them. Next is Stella Ogoi Itorong. Actually, Stella was the first to arrive. So, I have a gift for you. You see me after this. Congratulations, Stella. Let's clap for her once again. She was very early today. Next is Mwangi Winnie. Congratulations, Stella. Let's clap for Mwangi. Congratulations. Next is Meshach Mboge. Let's clap for her. Congratulations, Mwangi. Let's clap for Meshach as he comes. After Meshach, we have Peter Jora. Peter Jora, are you here? We have Alan Ate. Alan Ate? Frida Mwangi. Congratulations. Yeah, let's clap for Frida as she comes. It's a great day. You need to be happy and celebrate your neighbor as you celebrate you. Congratulations. Stephanie Wambui, Naina. Congratulations. Frida. Anthony Mokiti Munyao. Yeah, clap for you. Congratulations, Anthony. We celebrate you. Mabel Karoli. Congratulations, Mabel. Oh, congratulations, Anthony. Congratulations, Mabel. We celebrate you, Benedict Ouma Ugutu. Congratulations. Congratulations, Benedict. Joseph Juguna Munene. Joseph Dominique Morioki. Dominique D. Morioki. Let's clap for me as it comes. After leaving Mercy the reward, sorry. Let's clap for you. After Mercy, we have Larry, Joey, Jorod. Congratulations. Mercy the reward, sir. Congratulations. Lawrence Morelli. Congratulations, Nancy Lower Side. Congratulations, Nancy Joki. Lawrence Morelli. Solomon Killion. Congratulations. Congratulations, Solomon and Rika. Gabriel Smith. I think Gabriel will travel in South Africa. George Maina. Solomon. Congratulations. Congratulations, George. Congratulations. Mike Nixon Kamunya, Wanjori. Congratulations, next. Okay, congratulations. You can do it. Yeah. You can have another photo. Let's clap for them. Congratulations, Mike Nixon. Celebrate you. Okay. Perpetual wetu. Let's clap for Perpetual. After Perpetual, we have Coletta Ongani. Congratulations, Perpetual. Congratulations. Congratulations, Coletta. We celebrate you. I can also see a future data scientist. Let's clap for them. Next is Philip Opolo. Congratulations, Coletta. Philip, are you here? Let's clap for Philip and the caps. Congratulations, Coletta. Philip, we celebrate you. Rachel Moroga Simiyu. Congratulations, Philip. Let's clap for Rachel as she comes. Senrito Valera. Congratulations. Celine, are you here? Mwenda Abraham. Congratulations. Caroline Wabui. Let's clap for Caroline Rashikat. Let's clap the doctor. We are celebrating success. Dennis Karoki. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's clap for Dennis and the caps. Frida Wanjiru. Congratulations. Frida Wanjiru, James Mwando. Kelvin Kibet. Congratulations, James. Congratulations. Frida Wanjiru. Congratulations, Brina. Congratulations. James Mwanda, congratulations. Kevin H. Libesa Naura. Senai Naikuna. Congratulations, Tibet. Congratulations, Laura. Zamzam Kasim. Robert Itabo. Congratulations, Laura. Let's go for her. Congratulations, Zamzam. Actually, satellite is from Burundi. I meant to say that before my mic went. Okay, Robert Itabo is here. Congratulations. Baraka Furaha Bundi. Baraka. Omade Kitui. Baraka, she comes. Congratulations, Baraka. Omade Kitui. Esther Arwa Otieno. Congratulations, Baraka. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Esther, are you here? Linda Kitui. Naftali Owiti. Philip the boy. Congratulations, Naftali. Congratulations. Rachel Paluka. Rachel, are you here? Eugene Okawa. Let's continue clapping for them. We are celebrating everyone. Eugene. Congratulations, Naftali and Philip. Kennedy Bashira. Mukami and Mukami. Farajai Tumayo. Haris Kikeboy. James Mwagi. James. Okay. Congratulations, James. Liz Minor. Let's continue clapping for them. Livia Precious Bushina. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, yes. Naitana Ronald. Congratulations, Precious. Congratulations, Philip. Congratulations, Naitana Ronald. I think you got that in here. Robert Lagat, congratulations. Let's celebrate it on the cards. Robert Lagat. Sandra Soul. Sandra. Makuolo and Martina Newton. Congratulations. Now, we are done with the CDS unless somebody not to the list. The certified data list. Jordan Yakuni. Let's clap for Jordan. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jordan. We celebrate you. Priscilla Wambui Mwaura. Congratulations, Jordan. That's the certified data analyst. Priscilla Wambui. Vin Kitaji Kimeto. Congratulations, Vin. Congratulations, Priscilla. Phil Kimeto, congratulations. Rapson Ongera Osoro. Congratulations, and the third one. Drusilla Bosibori. Let's clap for them. Oduor Lambra. Congratulations, Rapson. Congratulations, Priscilla. Congratulations, Barbara. Together with the future data scientist. Congratulations, Celestine Nyarigara Nyata. Polika Popula. Let's clap for them. Congratulations, Barbara. Congratulations, Polika. Congratulations, Anne Nyamu. Congratulations. Okay. So next we move to, congratulations, Anne Nyamu. After which we move to the certified artificial intelligence expert. Congratulations, Anne. So, congratulations. I now request that Ruth you assist with the issuance of the following sachets. Certified Artificial Intelligence Expert, Solomon Bindwell. Let's not for him. He's coming on stage for the second time. Having graduated with the CBS, he's also done the Certified Artificial Intelligence. We celebrate you. There's also Gabriel Smith, he's not here. After next, we have the PCBA, Practitioner Certified Business Analysis, and the DPO. Congratulations, Solomon, for the second time. PCBA, we have Princess Kube. This is Botswana. We also have Mike Nixon Kamuja for the second time. Congratulations. Congratulations, Mike Nixon. Congratulations, Mike Nixon, Practitioner Certified Business Analysis. After that, we have the Data Protection Officer. We have Winnie Mwangi, again, for second time. We have Lamin Kwea. We have Valeria Mogo for the second time. Please come first. And Marvin Karogi, again for the second time. We celebrate you. Congratulations, Winnie. Congratulations, Larry. Congratulations, Valeria. Congratulations, Marvin. Congratulations. Lastly, we have Cloud Computing and Cyber Security, Simon Langa Waweru. Let's clap for them. Congratulations, Larry. Valeria will celebrate you for the second time. Congratulations. Congratulations, Marvin. Simon, are you here? Okay, then that's it. We are done with the audit. I'll request our guests to sit. Take your seats. Let's appreciate them as they sit. We are going to do the 281 again, but the one is now for me, not for Camille. So we're going to appreciate our guests and every one of us. Is there anybody who's left out? If by any chance I skip your name. Catherine, is there anybody left out? Are you okay? Okay. Thank you very much for that session. We celebrate you on our inaugural graduation. As we already said, this is the very first ever graduation that we are doing. AfriDC was incorporated in the year 2016, and we've been working on the processes. So the graduation today combines all our graduates who graduated who've completed their programs in all those years. We really want to celebrate you. Sorry, I've left out someone. I've just realized. Nelson Judge. Are you here? Judge? Oh, sorry. I just realized I did read that. Okay. Congratulations, all our graduates. At this point, allow me to welcome on stage a student who's been fantastic. I remember when she came to AfriDC, she was afraid of coding. She kept on asking, do I do CDS? Do I go for CDA? Do I do CPNAP? Eventually, she settled on the CDS, and she's been able to do wonders with that. I wouldn't want to speak much of what she's been able to do. Allow me, help me. Sorry for that. I skipped a name. I'm very sorry. Nima Osman. I'm very sorry. Let's congratulate her. I'd like to welcome Ruth on stage. Nelson, are you here? Congratulations, Nima. Congratulations for her. We kept the best for the last. So maybe you can join them on stage. She'll have the privilege of having me in the photo because she's the last one. We celebrate Nelson. Okay. At this point, I want to welcome our valedictorian student. As I said, she's a student who's been able to do wonders with the knowledge that she got from HSE. She's going to give a speech briefly. I've seen, like others have left, there's still much to do. We are going to have a joint photo session after this, so please don't leave. All graduates, once we are done, will come to the stage and we'll have a group photo. So at this point, help me welcome Perpetua Aware, who is going to give the valedictorian speech. Let's clap for her. Let's clap for her, she comes. Yeah, yes, please.
But let me confess something from my heart. speed through traffic, like I was chasing a scholarship. By the time I walked into class, dusty but determined, one thing kept me going. I genuinely wanted to learn. I genuinely wanted to grow. I genuinely wanted new skills. And that resilience is what made me through the entire journey. To our lecturers at AfriCBSA, thank you for your patience, even when we joined class at different time and energy levels. Thank you for believing in us, sometimes even before we believed in ourselves. You would always, this is simple and manageable. And I would say to myself, there is nothing simple about a model giving an accuracy of 23% after 4 hours of suffering. Another lecturer would say, just run the code again, in slow motion, with prayer, with fasting, and nothing. To my classmates, we went through an unforgettable adventure together. We wrestled with Python, negotiated with data sets, and survived machine learning models that behaved like they needed counseling. We Googled at ungodly hours. We debugged until our eyes glowed like LED lights. We shared laughter, more so on the Philippines Palace. If you know, you know. Confusion, breakthroughs, and red light group chats, full of screenshots. That refused to end. You end. If the future looks uncertain, analyze, visualize, and trust the process. Because the truth is, resilience is our greatest algorithm. Consistency is our hidden feature, and growth is our real output. As we go into the world and step into the future, let us remember this. Life is like a messy data set, sometimes late, unpredictable, and full of noise. But you stay focused. Clean it, clean what you can, and remove unnecessary variables. You always get the results you want. Also, the persona isn't, or any other course that we are graduating from, it isn't just about numbers. It's about solving problems, telling stories, and creating impact. To the AfriCBSA graduating class of 2025, may our career paths be smooth with no missing values. May we chase our dreams boldly, serve others passionately, never stop learning. May our story be one of impact, resilience, and purpose. and may our success be unstoppable as Nairobi traffic at 5 p.m. FCDSA, and I'm grateful for the skills I've acquired through data science. For sure, I didn't know I would manage because I was just a CPA finalist. So this was just a different field. By God's grace, I started looking like someone who would like to solve problems, and everything I see around me, what problem can I solve? And that in that process, because I would always pray to God that I would want to solve a problem. Yes, I would want to work, but what problem do I solve? Like Ruth said, what do you bring on the table? I got and worked through a solution called Afya Spread. Afya Spread is currently in the incubation stage and the piloting stage. It's a solution in the healthcare sector, just trying to help our healthcare workers save on time and concentrate more on the patient. And it's an AI-based solution. Once again, let's all, I would want to urge all of us to be problem solvers and be a go-getter. And also, as David said, let's fake it till we make it. Once again, congratulations, my fellow graduates. We learned, we grew, we persevered, and today we win. Once again, congratulations. God bless you. God bless our PCBS.
Thank you so much, Perpetua, for those words of wisdom. Those are words of wisdom from the data science context. AI, among others, may not be an expert to unearth whatever you've said, but mind you, I have partially understood whatever you've said. Now, to set the record straight, it's good that we clap for her. Last time we used, it was for sodium 281. This time around, they want us to deviate from the periodic table and go back to, I think there were those ones who used Kalabanda style. Who can lead us with the Kalabanda? We appreciate our colleague. Kalabanda, Mr. Musembi, you could be aware of the same. As you think of that, I'm also looking for someone else. Quickly, I have just 1 minute. I want to invite the next speaker. Kalabanda style, anyone? We do for calcium then. 2882. 2882, quickly. We just clap for her. Mr. Msemi, please just lead us. Just lead us 2, then 8, 8, then 2. We then invite the next speaker. Please, you can. Okay, let's go. Let's begin. Hi. Thank you so much for that. Permit me, with all protocols observed, to invite the next speaker. And the next speaker is from Pioneer, who also double as this event's sponsors. So kindly, sir, Karibu, welcome. We can clap for him as well, please. Let's keep on clapping.
Good afternoon. It's actually afternoon now. Before I start, do you guys of data science do jokes? I have 1 year. Let me give it a shot. I hope it Those who understand NRB and those who don't. Well, okay. Okay, so my name is Donald from Pioneer Insurance. It's a pleasure to be here. To the graduating class, congratulations to you. It's a momentous milestone academically. It feels good to be surrounded by people who are so smart, and breaking down things and talking about data. Wow. We are delighted to be part of this wonderful convocation and happy to be part and to sponsor it as well. Life is a journey, and we'd like to be part of it with you, whether you're in class, driving, out there working, and in all facets of your life. You can rely on Pioneer, and we'll support you. We have a desk outside, and if you need any information or just want to engage with us further, you can visit us at the desk. Other than that, I don't have so much to say, but thanks for the opportunity and wishing you all the best. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, sir, for that. Pioneer Insurance. Secure a child's future with Pioneer Scholar. Anyway, next time I believe you may be told how important it is to secure your family, to secure your own health, to secure your property, and so on and so forth. Perhaps that was not what am I speaking? It's okay. Thank you so much. I believe to that juncture we are almost coming to an end, and to this effect, permit me to invite the next speaker, who is going to make closing remarks for this auspicious occasion. Now, before we invite him, do we think we have any other thing to do? My guess is as good as yours. Definitely no. So to that effect, allow me to invite the next speaker. We shall issue the closing remarks and farewell for this occasion. Afterwards, I will now be able to give further directives. Mr. Msembi. Oh, sorry. Okay. The two gentlemen can still step. Sorry for that. We can clap for Mr. Teno as he joins us. Let's clap for him. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, our Super MC. He's done a good job. Eh? Let's clap for him. I know most of you have interacted with him in class. It's good that she's equally awarded, as we say that we are today celebrating each other. So Celestine, if you can come forward, and request Ruth to come and do us the honor. Let's clap forward she comes. It's not easy getting this far. Congratulations, Celestine. Let's continue the paperwork. Okay. So you're the newest CDS in town. At this point, I want to do a very simple task before I invite my colleague Musembi to conclude. At Africa DSA, we keep 9, and our program had stated that we end this session being held at 12 at noon, and I think it's a few minutes to noon. At this point, I want to introduce the wonderful team at Africa DSA, who is doing everything to make sure that you're certified. So the Africa DSA team, you can come forward. with the exception of the CEO who introduced himself. So the team, please come forward quickly. The team that's outside, we are waiting for you. DJ, as you come, please encourage your colleagues. I know, as somebody was saying, most of you perhaps have never met among yourselves. I know there were some of you who might have finished the program without actually meeting your trainers. So we are happy and we are honored because first of all you took the initiative to study with us amongst the options that you had in the market. And as our speakers have said, the focus is on skills. What you have might be a scarf and a piece of paper, but at the end of the day, what do you bring to the table? And as Ruth said, it's not onions or tomatoes, it's the skills that you have. So this is the wonderful team at AfricaDC. I want them to introduce. I think Sebe, you can come for the sake of the photo. We have worked tirelessly to ensure that this event becomes a success. And as you know, the most important asset in any company is the employees that you have. And this is the team. I know maybe some of you you keep hearing Catherine, and you've never met her in person. She's normally our first point of contact with each and every one of you. Let's clap for her. I think we give her flowers. Eugenia, Sophie, I can see where you're hiding. I'll smoke you out. Sophie, I can see you. We need you. Some of the team have not managed to come due to, I think, exams. We are also continuously learning, and as much as we are taking through the programs, we are also students, either masters, PhD, or doing other certifications. So when you when you study late at night, we also study late at night. And for the team that are doing exams, they have not been here. So I'll start from this end. I'll give them an opportunity to introduce themselves and pass their congratulations to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Catherine. The first person you contact or you have an issue, it's me. Congratulations to all of you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joseph Gitao. I'm the CTO of the company. So from the website to the LMS, that's what I usually work on. I'm also a data science trainer, but now I usually focus on training AI mostly. So congratulations to all of you, and we would wish to see you apply what you've learned outside there.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Nataka nguvu. Today is our day, okay? Good afternoon. Wangapi ni usiku sako? Usiku sako. I mean, the ones we met in in our late evening or late night class, the 8th class. The 8 p.m. class. Oh. This is Abraham. So I'm Abraham Musembi, data science trainer. I do train statistics, also Power BI and SQL. So congratulations to you. We'll talk more. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I was almost saying students. Good afternoon, graduates. This is Camilo Mkaga. I am the MC of the day, as you can see. I also double as an accounts assistant at the company. I'm also a tutor, data analysis, with advanced Excel, Power BI, or among those other data analytics tools. I'm also in the finance, that's the CFNAP. For those who are pursuing CFNAP, that's financial analytics. With a background in accounting, I also tutor the same. That's just but a brief introduction. Others tutaongelea nyuma ya tent. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ernest Hanson. I'm a tutor and data science, mainly Python, machine learning, and also AI. So I believe I've met quite a number of you across the different codes. That's the 9 a.m., 5:30, and 8 p.m. At the same time, I'm behind GitHub under the CTO in terms of supporting software development, websites, and all other technical activities. I think for some of you who have had challenges, we've been able to meet under the website on such issues. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Ignatius Ekisa. I am the office technician, also the marketing manager, and also I work 360. I also tutor Python, the SQL language, and Power BI interview. So anyone who had a challenge with the machine, all the students, the softwares, I'm the one who is handling that. Thank you, and I wish you success and congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eugenia Haifa. I'm a data scientist and a tutor as well. I teach statistics for BIW. I was doing SPSS and Starter, Python, and congratulations to everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sophia Timba. I'm the Business Development Executive. I handle B2B and B2C, and I also help in operations. Congratulations, everyone.
Good afternoon once more. Yeah, so this is Celia Aluku. Mostly I lead the team, but also I like meeting my students once in a while. So all of you have passed through my hands, especially in the introductory unit. So I really enjoy transferring skills, because that's how I become an expert. You become an expert through teaching, despite the fact that we have worked in other industries. That's why you get me in one unit or two. So I already gave my remarks. So just once more, I want to congratulate all of you. Today, the class of 2025. So I think Calvin's will mention now the team that are absent.
Okay, thank you so much. This is the team that's working tirelessly to ensure that you are taken through the programs and that all your needs are taken care of. So I request that you sit. I don't know, the cameraman. Are we done? Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's clap for them at the seat. Myself, I'm Calvin Sotieno. I'm the CEO and a co-founder. Of late, I've not been in class so much, so I will not interact with you in class. But I know you one way or another will interact, especially when you're almost doing your exams. I normally come in to guide you through what is expected and what you need to adhere to. There's some of us who are not in. There's Kelvin Opi. Kelvin is our Chief Finance Officer. He has an engagement somewhere. We have Tony Gamao. Tony is having exams, so he's not with us here today. I think those are the two team members who are not here. Yeah. Oh, there's also Lucy. Lucy also has an engagement elsewhere. She's not with us here. There's also Maxwell. He's not been able to come here, as well as Stephen Chacha. I know some of you might have interacted with them. Now, amidst us, as AfriCDC, we normally believe in giving opportunities to those who pass through our hands. And some of the tutors that you have in your classes or that you met in your classes are people who are once our students. They got the knowledge, and then we made them tutors. So amongst those who are graduating, we have students who became tutors. I want to take the opportunity to recognize them. If you can just come forward. Mike Nixon, Valeria, and Marvin. We believe in empowering because as a company, we know we are giving quality. So anytime vacancies arise, either on a full-time or on a part-time, we always go to our database and recruit from within. So this team, they may not be full-time, but they work with us part-time. So they can just say what.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Valeria. Took data science. Previously from Strathmore. Currently, I am a trainee advocate. I was sitting for my bar exams. So this year was something. So with the bar exams, with the tutoring, and also with other courses, you see. Yeah. So I was doing a lot, but I hope that I was able to impact those who I was training in a positive way. I hope you enjoyed my classes. I hope we will get also to interact. Success to all the graduates, including us here. Thank you so much, AfriCDC, for offering us an opportunity. It's definitely a stepping stone to something greater. I believe that we are all destined for something bigger and better. Congratulations, everyone, and have a good day.
Good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Mike Nixon. I did data science, certified data science, 5:30 to 7:30 class. That's in 2024, and I finished. That's in December 2024. For me, all I really say, AfriCDC became a family from the tutelage and the interactions I had with my tutors or my trainers. Tony, the likes of Ernest. Many times I'll reach out to him to Savia. Many times maybe I'm confused and need help with something. I would always reach out to him. I'm really much grateful for the support. Afterwards, I came into practicing training. That's Power BI, data visualization. That's Power BI W, and also SQL. That's for analysis, and also did PCBA. So for those who may not have come across it, it's certified business analysis, practitioner business analysis. So I also trained it together with Maxwell. Yeah, for me, I'm really grateful for the exposure I got, the boldness that comes by interacting with those who are ahead of us. Also, congratulations for the work you're doing. For me, I've built up systems. I've also been able to pitch in the health industry, but still under process for malaria, and I'm much grateful for the support I received from my trainers. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Marvin Karonge. I'm grateful for this opportunity. First of all, it's been a journey ever since I joined AfriCDC. I came as a student. I was searching for a place to maybe reach my knowledge. I previously studied, I have a bachelor's of law, so I needed something to back that up, aside from attending the Kenya School of Law, and that led me to AfriCDC. And like you said, the topic is about, or the discussion is about what you bring to the table. Before I joined AfriCDC, I'd honestly say I didn't have much to bring to the table. But as of now, I have quite a lot. I have so much to bring to the table. In initially enrolled as a data science student. They gave me the opportunity to train data protection officer. So I'm graduating with the CDS and the DPO, and wherever I am, I think that opportunity that you guys gave me has really boosted my path, because like Xavier said, it's all about believing in yourself. So when he first reached out to me, I'd say I wasn't believing myself. I wouldn't say that I believed in myself 100%, but after I started the process, after I started training myself to be a data protection officer trainer, then everything was downhill from there. And it has translated to whatever I've been through career-wise. And as I finish, I'd also want to echo to you guys, whoever is graduating, if you've not started, you're not yet late. It's all about believing in yourself. And I think being in AfriCDSA has opened that avenue of me believing in myself. And for that, I'm really grateful, and I wish you all the best in whatever that you do. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You can have a seat. Now, my list has grown. During Kate is here. Please come forward. We want to award you. And once again, call upon Ruth. Let's clap for her. She comes. So, are you here? Are you back? Okay. DJ. Let's clap for her. Okay. Thank you so much, Ruth, for that, and congratulations, Doreen. Now, I just want to do one more thing before I hand over to Musembi, then we'll be done. I'd like to remind you that after this, we have a light networking session. Make sure that you interact with colleagues, amongst us, their employers, amongst us, for those of us who are Christians, we believe in destiny connectors. So, amongst us, we have those people. We have graduates from various countries. You can interact and find out that goes. We use some staff, we have our guests. As you heard, each and every one of them are seeing their mentors. So you can take that rapport. At this point, I want to appreciate the wonderful guests that we have. And I'd like to call upon Catherine. We have some gifts for you. You can bring them forward. And I request that we do the what? So as they come forward, DJ. Okay, thank you so much. I'd like to start with our valedictorian. We want to award for the good work that you've done. She has a very wonderful solution. Sorry that time didn't allow to be, otherwise she could have taken you through. You can interact with her and find out how she did that. So just like to call upon our two guests. Daniel, you can help us in doing the work. Let's clap for her and then come to stage. Congratulations for the picture. Congratulations. Next, we are going to award Ruth. You have our webinars, our workshops. She's always there with us. She's been very supportive. And she's an encouragement to the girl child. We are really appreciating you. Thank you for being part of us and for gracing the event. I'd like to call upon one of our students to come forward and award. Wafula, please. You can come with the staff. Oh, the junior data scientist has it. You can, Catherine, you can award the junior data scientist a scarf. I think there is plain one. Congratulations. We can do another one without the data scientist. Thank you very much. Lastly, to our amazing chief guest, we want to welcome you on stage. Please come. And let's come for him as he comes. I want to call upon Mary Namane. Are you here? She's traveled all the way from Uganda for this occasion. You will award our chief guest. Please come forward, Mary Namane. Let's come forward, she comes. Let's continue with the review as we clap for our chief guest for the. And maybe when you go back to Uganda, with our greetings to the people there. Thank you very much. Lastly, we had Mr. Hillary, who was supposed to be with us here, but he had a medical emergency to solve. We are wishing them well. Our CEO Sylvia is going to receive the award on behalf of Hillary, and I'd like to call upon Secret to help us in awarding this. She is also from Burundi. She come to lead us here. Let's. Thank you very much, Mr. Hillary. We are done with that section. I want to sincerely congratulate all of you for the wonderful work that you put to this. The first step was daring. You dared. You see, sometimes going back to school at this age is difficult, but you came and you managed. We are still available. We will always be there to support you. Please be part of our alumni network. We have a community we celebrate. Our speakers spoke of having a community, having a network. It's very difficult to walk this journey by yourself. You need people to encourage you, and also the industry is very dynamic. And as she said, you can't know everything, but you can at least know something. And when you interact with the rest, you'll be properly guided. So I want to end it there and call upon my colleague Abraham Musembe, who will give the vote of will pass the vote of thanks. After which, I request that all graduates will come to the stage. We have a group photo. Then outside there we have the graduation booth. You can do your personal photos there. As we also proceed to the networking stage. Okay. Yeah, I'm guided. Now, as we come for the photo session, you see, our cameramen are very creative people. So they've requested that you come in a line so that they do their thing with the cameras. So I request that we do a line. We'll want to record that movement. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful talking to you. You all look amazing from this podium. And all the best in your careers. Please speak as you leave, there will be a entrance. And if there's anybody who's not been called upon, you've not received your session, you can pick. If there is perhaps there's somebody sent you can also ask Catherine. She'll be able to give you.
That is the graduation. We also have others, that is online, graduating online with us. Guys from UK, from Ireland, from Rwanda, from Uganda, from South Africa, they couldn't make it for today. If we were all to come, we would be almost 450 of our graduates who that is completed, that is various course by end of that is last year. So once again, congratulations, and we wish you success. A lot has been said by our guests, and maybe what I can add, it's only one thing. Of course, certificate makes you to be shortlisted. It is just to help you to qualify for shortlisting, right? But now the employer will only employ the skills. That's the perfect, that's the pure truth, okay? Certificate for shortlisting, but now the skills are the ones which the employer will pay for. So what do I mean by those words? Make sure whatever you've learned, you practice, okay? If you don't practice, you know, codes will vaporize from your mind. So it's always good you practice. And to my students who we've ever met, I usually encourage project. Get a project and do it from A to Z, okay? And through that, you'll have reminders in your that is a workspace. If it is SQL, make sure you create database for all your organization. If they are using Excel, migrate them to SQL, okay? And with that, at least you will have exercised and you will have practiced whatever you've learned that is during the course. So thank you very much for joining us today and making this day a success. For those who will be traveling far, we wish you all the journey masses. Go out there, spread the gospel about AfriCDSA, give them, that is your colleagues, the positive impact, okay, you've received from AfriCDSA, and with that, we will grow, your friends will grow in terms of skill-wise, and they will be, that is great people in the, that is in future. So please, for our young data scientists, please bloom in, okay? Yeah, and once he that is, he will be, let's say, after Form 4 or in campus, we will offer him a free course, okay? Yes, so please, you will remind us, keep us reminding. Xavier, I know will make it happen. He is the CEO, so he will make it happen. So thank you, team, and have a great afternoon. Thank you, and may God bless you. So we'll have the photo session. I don't know if we have the camera guys. Maybe you can tell us what you want us to do. And then after that, we'll have snacks, and then we'll have, that is the final prayer. It's good to finish with a word of prayer, since God has, has been with us. So our media team, maybe you can plan us. Thank you very much.
Grateful for the opportunity. You really made this event a success. We are very grateful. So, Raymond, I don't know how we're going to do it. Or you can guide us. There was the request that they come in a line, so perhaps the camera can come this way, the video.
Yeah, over there. You can pass.
Okay, I've been guided that we can come, then you'll wave when you get to the podium. So just request that you come in a line. Beginning with the valedictorian, you'll guide the chief. Now that you are late. Or Camille, you want to guide us? Yeah, so just come. Please. Yeah, just try the cup DJ. Yeah, namtaka okay. Let's be happy. Our guest will be very we love the photo with the graduates, after which the parents and the junior graduates and the junior representatives will also join us on stage. So, I don't know what I said, Perpetual, let me know once you actually said. Yes, you can make us on stage and do it. Oh. Okay, Perpetual. Your song, or you just do ours. Father, when you find siku ile. Mushina, we are waiting for you. And Jemasone. All of you. This is your day we are celebrating. Welcome on stage. Let's celebrate as you come. You can look at the camera. Yeah. guests and agendas. Let's clap for the guests as they come. Let's clap. If in case there is someone shorter than you, let's move backwards. If there's somebody shorter than you, let's make sure that the person is in front. Short people presentation. The guests you can come somewhere here. Yeah. Short people, please come. Let's come in front. We want to ensure that you are visible. So, am I blocking anybody? It seems so. No, I'm blocking people here. I'm trying to. I'll ensure that I will go block somebody on the other side as well. So what we do? We're going to. Cameraman, you can guide us.
Slow, 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 mind is slow, slow.
Let's do something. Let's.
Slow, slow.
We're celebrating. Let's. Listen. Let's have it, yes, sir. Afrique, yes, sir. Let's it again. Afrique, yes, sir. 2025. Let's say 2025. We're done. So thank you so much. Number 6. I think we got it. Yeah. So I think we can have our seats. We've come to the end of this. We request you are going to have access to the photos anytime. Anywhere you are posting them, please tag Afrique DSA. We want that visibility. You can have as many photos as you want. Cameramen are here, both inside and outside. But ensure you tag us. So we can have our seats. You can either do this side or this side. Then we'll call upon Catherine and Sophie to do the closing word of prayer for us. Yeah. You want the photo one? Let's finish. We can sit for the closing prayers, then the photo one will proceed. Sorry. Let's clap ourselves as we sit. Today we're just celebrating. Sophie, Catherine, please. Onima, you can pray for us. For Zamzam? Come on. Nima, can you pray for us? You okay? Okay. So Catherine, Camille will give us the closing word of prayer. Then, as I said, we'll have snacks outside there. Our guests will move towards this door. We are going to have a small session outside there before we disperse. You can also interact the more you want. Raymond and the team are here. You can do as many videos as you can, as many photos as you can. I'm also informed by Ignatius and the team that if you want to record a testimonial, we really want you to support us in that. Just talk of the experience you made at Afrique DSA and the impact that it's created on you. So thank you so much, Camille. You can give us the closing word of prayer.
Thank you so much, Calvins. God is good, and all the time. We could be upstanding as we pray. Let's believe as we pray. Everlasting Father, Lord God of hosts, creator of heaven and earth, Jehovah Jireh, we come before you to sincerely thank you, to honor, to bless, and to exalt your holy and good name. We sincerely thank you, Lord, that since we began this session, you've been with us, you've inspired us with wisdom and knowledge. We surrender before you with thanksgiving, with honor, and with glorifying your name for the protection, for the love, for the mercy that you've demonstrated to us. Jehovah, unto everyone we submit unto your hands, our Father, that Lord, whatever we've learned today, our guest speakers, and to all those who've spoken, our graduates and all and sundry, Jehovah, we submit them unto your hands, Lord. May your unwavering love, may your mercy, may your grace be upon their lives, our Father. To our graduates, as they go outside there, Jehovah, may your grace be upon them. May you inspire them with wisdom and knowledge, and may your grace be upon them, such that, Lord, give them those jobs that they really want. May you, Lord God, guide them through the academic life, Jehovah. May you guide us all. May you protect us, and to our FDSA, Jehovah Jireh, we submit the institution at your hands, Lord. The Lord, may you guide us, may you protect us, and to all and sundry, to all our stakeholders, including our students, our sponsors, the management, and the entire stakeholders within the institution, Jehovah, we submit everyone unto your hands. May your hand be upon us now and forevermore. And as we even, Lord, exit UFUNGAMANO house, Jehovah, may you guide us, may you protect us, and may you cover us with the holy blood of Christ Jesus our Lord. Forgive anything that we've done against your will. Lord, we sincerely thank you, we honor you. For it is in Christ's name that I do believe and pray. Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much. DJ.